Good morning, student. So I want you all to give your attendance by telling your names. In your comment section. So after 5 minutes, we'll be starting our class. Let the other students join the class. So once again, good morning, student. So we will wait for 5 minutes more. Let the other student join the class. So as I said that today we'll be giving you some suggestion now for your maths and science. But before that, we'll do some little bit of problems because some students yesterday they have told me to do a bit of revisions on exercise 7.1. So we will be doing something on exercise 7.1, and then after that we'll be talking about suggestion. Well, I have seen around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students are joining the class. So as I have already told you that we'll be doing something on the exercise 7.1. Okay, so in the exercise 7.1 we have 3 questions there. Okay, questions 1, 2 and 3. So in the questions 1, if you see your book, okay, you'll find that they said factorize the following expression using the common factor method. So we have got one method called common factor method, and the question number 2 is about factorize the following expression using the method of grouping terms. That is the second method, grouping terms. And then we have question 3, which is factorization using identities. That means using formulas. Alright, so let's do with questions 1. Okay, and in this questions 1 we have to use one method called the common factor method. So how to do with this? First you have to understand what is factor, and then after that what are those common factors. So let me take some sample from here. So let me go with the number B. Okay, so you got here the question as 2x square minus xy. I hope you can see the both on the left side. So how we factorize this one? So first of all, as I told you, we have to understand the factor. Okay, so in this case we have got two terms. One is 2x square and another is xy. So in this case, in the first term, what are the factors? We have got 2. One is the factor 2. Okay, then after that we have got x square, which is another factor. Okay, or we can write x into x also, but we can write x square. And on the second term we get xy. So x is one factor, okay, and y is another factor. Well, after we understand these factor, the next part is to understand the common factor. So what are the common factor? So if you see in the first term and the second term, you'll find that there's only one factor which is common, and that is x. So what you do, you have to take that x out, okay, as one factor. As one common factor. Then after that you open the bracket, and in the first term we have taken x square. From x square we have taken 1x. So what is left is 2 is still there and another x. So that means from 2x square we have taken 1x. So we are left with 2x. And in the second term xy, we have taken x as a common factor, so we are left with one factor, that is y. So in this way, x is one factor now and 2x minus y another factor, in which we get in the form of multiplication. So this is called factorization. Okay, one is x and one is 2x minus y. It's a very simple way. Okay, just you have to understand the factors, and after that the common factor. Then what you have to do, you have to take out only the common factor outside and then in the bracket you put whatever left. So this is one of the very simple problem. Okay, number B. So let's see some more. Okay, I will go for the number E. Right, in the number E we get as 15, then z square, then after that x minus 6zx. Okay, these are the two the two terms of this expression. So as I told you just now, before we understand the common factor, we have to know first what is the factor of each term. So in this case 15, which is a number here, okay, we can split them, okay, as two factor. How? As you know that 15 is nothing but is the factor of 2, that is 3 and 5. 3 5s is 15 and 5 1s are 5. So we forget that one, only 3 and 5. So we get 3 into 5, which is 15. Then after we get z square and we get x. Alright, minus. So in the next term, 6zx. Now what is 6? Once again, let's see here. So 6 is the factor of 2, that is 2 3s are 6, as you can see here. Okay, so we can write here 2 and another is 3. Then another is one is z and one more is x. So these are the factor of each term. So the next part is to identify the common factor. So let me just underline the common factor here. The first one here we get is 3, okay, as one factor. Then here common factor I'm going to say. Then the next one is z, and finally we got one more, that is x as a common factor. Now once we identify these common factor, so let's take it out. So we can write here 3, which is one common factor, z, and another one is x. So what is left in the bracket? Let's see now. In the first term we are left only with 5 now, and from z squared, since we have taken one z, so we are left only with one more z here. So that's it, minus, and from the second term we have taken 3 and z as an x also as a common factor, so we are left only with 2. So you can see here we got 3zx, 5z minus 2. These are the you can see the factor. 3zx, of course we can write together, 3zx or 3xz, whatever, and another one is 5z minus 2. So these are the two factor after we split them in the form of product, okay, and by taking common factors. So this is the answer. So I hope you get or you understand this. Any questions or any doubt, you can tell me now. So if you want to copy down or if you want to note down, you can note down this. I'll just give around 2-3 minutes, then after that I will jump to the next problem. If you have only this problem, then there's no need, just go and check. If you got any questions, any doubt, let me know now in your comment section. If you understand, then we can proceed to the next problem. So once again, let me tell you, your exam will start it on the 7th of February, okay? So we don't have much time, only a few days. So be prepared for your exams. And let me remind you, that means, you know, it's the exam of the 50 marks. Okay, good. So no doubt. Okay, fine. So I think we can go to the next part of the problem. Alright then. So I am removing this. So the next problem that I'm going to do here is question number 3 actually, okay? I'll be doing question number 3. Oh, just a minute. Yeah, question number 3. In the question number 3, okay, let me go with the number A. And the question is like this: x squared plus 18x plus 81. In the question number 3, it's about you know, factorization using identities. So the time has come for you to remember the identities, or what we call them as formula. So these are some of the common formula which we have to try it out. One is a plus b whole thing square. Okay. Another is a minus b whole thing square. Another is a square minus b square. Like this, we have got those formula, and I want you to go through it properly. Okay. And if you know this formula, like a plus b whole thing square, it is a square plus 2ab plus b square, like this. And same case with a minus b whole thing square also, almost same, right? But in this case, okay, we have to use the formula in the opposite way. That means from right to left, not from left to right, but we are going to use this formula from right to left. If you remember whatever I have told you last time also, okay, we have to use it from right to left. So in the right side, you'll find that we have got three terms: a square, then 2ab and b square. So if you compare this, formula and this our expression, you'll find in our expression also we got three terms. So this is clear that this expression, okay, is resembling with this formula called a square plus 2ab plus b square. But how to bring in this form? Okay, that is the main part of this exercise. How to bring this expression in the form of a formula? Okay, so x square we already got as a square, so we can put it in the bracket like this. Okay, then after that we got the middle term, which is 2ab. So how to bring in the form of 2ab, where exactly we can get 18x? So for that, sometime 2, you can bring it by yourself. And then a, what is your a this time? Here in this exercise, okay, x is your a, into b. Now what is your b? First we have to identify which is your b square. So you see 81. 81 is nothing but is a square of 9. That means 9 square is 81. So in this case, it's clear that your 9 is your b. So we can put here 9. So let's see whether we are getting 18x or not. So 2 into 9 is 18, and 18 into x, it is 18x. So I hope you're clear with this. Okay, so you get 18x. So if you get something else, then it means you are making a mistake. So in this case, we are getting exactly 18x. So in this case, our x is a and our 9 is b. Okay, so we get in the form formula a square plus 2ab plus b square, in which this comes in that formula, okay, a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is equal to a plus b holding square. So that means it's coming like as x plus 9, a plus b. X is a and 9 is b, whole thing square. But to bring in the form of factorization, you have to write x plus 9 two times. X plus 9 two times, because x plus 9 holding square. So this is the factor, x plus 9 into x plus 9. Okay, in which this is our final answer, and this is called factorization using identities. All right. Okay, I hope you get it. So let's continue with another one. I'll do for you the number D. But before that, any doubt on this question 3A? If you got any doubts, still you can ask me before I proceed with the question 3D. I have seen that very few students join this online class, so please tell your friends. Otherwise, sometime it's important that you have to continue and go on with your study. Otherwise, we have got only just few days for your exams. And today I'll give you the final suggestion for the maths and also for the science. Well, so there is no questions, so I feel everybody understood. So let's continue with the number 3D. Now whatever the problem I'm doing, okay, remember these are important and you'll know that after I give you suggestion. So in the number D we have got a square minus 4b square. So in this case, if you look again in the formula just now I have told you, okay, we got a square minus b square. This is where it resembles with this expression. That means we are going to use this formula. And you know this formula is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. This is the formula, okay, of a square minus b square. This is a very, very important formula. In which, in this case, we have to use from left to right, not right to left. This time, this is different, okay? We are going to use this formula from left to right. So the first question is here is that we have to understand what is A and what is B, okay? So let's look into this problem. Your A square, it's already clear that it is A only, minus, and when it comes to 4b square, here is important thing, okay? Don't think that 4b is your b, no, okay? You have to understand here that your 4 actually has to be converted into a square, I mean into the form of a square, in which you know that 4 is a square of 2, so that means we can write 4b square as 2b whole thing square, okay? Your 4b square can be written as 2b whole thing square. I hope you got it. I'm going a bit slow now. Once again, your 4 is a square of 2. So that's why we have to write 2, then b whole thing square. So 2b whole thing square is nothing but 4b square. So when we get in this form, then your a is your that a only, and your b actually is 2b. Remember, okay, in that formula. And the formula is a plus b into a minus b. So that means we can write like this: a plus 2b into, okay, a minus 2b, using our formula of a square minus b square. That's it. This much only. Okay, these are the two factors, and this is the factorization using the identities called a square minus b square. So I'll pause again here, check it back, try to understand. And let me tell you, this is important, okay, for this exams. So, are you clear? So if you are clear with this, so let's maybe continue with another thing. Okay, good. So no doubt. Okay. Alright then, so we do one thing. Let's come to our suggestion. I think that is a more important thing that you're waiting for. Okay, so now we will start first the suggestion, okay, for our maths. Okay, this is going to be our final suggestion, okay, in which what you have to be prepared. So if you remember, okay, I have told you last time about those chapter, okay, which will come for your exams. So starting with the chapter 7, okay, which is on factorization. Okay, chapter factorization. So you can be ready with your books also at the same time. So now in the chapter 7, what you have to do, okay, only one exercise, that is 7.1. I want you to prepare only the exercise 7.1, the questions 1, 2 and 3. That means the main question 1, the question 2 and the question 3. From chapter 7, only this exercise and only these full from this exercise, all the question 1, 2, 3. Don't have to prepare for 7.2, only for 7.1. Okay? Prepare well with this. I'm giving you the final suggestion, okay? Next, chapter 8. Okay, the chapter 8. In the chapter 8, it is like this. Exercise 8.1. All. Okay, all questions. From exercise 8.1, all question 1 and question 2. Then exercise 8.2, only question 1. A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm just giving you the main question actually, okay? From exercise 8.2, only questions 1. So this is the suggestion from chapter 8. After this, we'll come with chapter 10. In the chapter 10, it's about your simple and compound interest. So in the chapter 10, you have to remember the formula of simple interest and also the compound interest. Important thing first. Then after that, your exercise 10.1. In this case, from questions 1 to 5 only in exercise 10.1. And exercise 10.2, only questions 1 and questions 5. Questions 1 and questions 5. Remember exercise 10.1 from question 1 to question 5. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in exercise 10.2 only questions 1 and questions 5. Next, let's move on to the chapter 15. Chapter 15. In the chapter 15 is about the area of polygons. Chapter 15, area of polygons. Here you have to know all the formulas, main formula that I have told you. The area of triangle, like this, okay? And whatever I have done in the class. So let's see what in the chapter 15 will come. In the chapter 15 exercise 15.1, note down the question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4 and question 7. These 5 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. And in exercise 15.2, question 1, 2, 3 and 4. And finally the chapter 17. Okay, so let's continue. Just turn to the chapter 17. Okay, I'm turning my page. Here you have to know those frequency definitions. What is frequency distribution table? Okay, and what are those class size, lower limit, upper limit? Okay, let me write here. Okay, so you have to know the lower limit definition, also to identify the upper limit, then your class size, then frequency, like this, all these definition. Now let me come to the main exercise 17.1. In the 17.1 I want you to do only question 1 and question 2. This is the final suggestion. Then 7.2, 7.3 also leave it. Okay, and next that you have to be prepared is the exercise 17.5. Exercise 17.5. Remember we are doing the pie chart? Yes. Here you prepared questions 1, questions 2. Questions 1 and questions 2 from 17.5. So from this chapter, those definition you have to read. You should know also those lower limit, upper limit, and at the same time you have to prepare your exercise 17.1 questions 1, 2, and from 17.5 questions 1 and 2 again. These are the questions that means I'm giving you almost, you can say, 100% suggestion. Prepare well with all these exercise, you will be able to do it. And this time in a chart, that means in a graph, okay, you don't have to we will not provide you a graph because we are going to do actually on the pie chart. So that's why remember, boys and girls, when you come for the maths exam, be prepared with your instrument box. Your compass should be there and your protractor, because if you remember, and your scale, all those rulers, pencil, everything, because in the pie chart you have to draw a circle, you remember. So these are the suggestions for your maths. Do you get it? Please comment. Any doubt on this suggestion? I'm waiting for your comments. Any doubt on this suggestion? Okay, good. So no doubt. So I want you to prepare your maths in this way. This is your final suggestion from the maths. Alright then. So if there's no doubt, now we are left with the science. Okay, we are left with the science. So let's talk about science now. First, let me just remove this part. I think I'll remove this. Okay, so now we will move to science. So in science, as you know, we have only 4 chapters. We have only 4 chapters. So in the chapter, your chapter on science, let me just write first the chapter 5. After that, I think 11. Then after that 13. And then 15. So these are the chapter for your science. So let's talk one by one. Let me go to the chapter. Okay. All right. For this particular chapter 5, okay, chapter 5, okay, what you have to prepare is about combustion, definitions, prepare well with that. Then type of combustions, then the necessary condition for combustion, then a little bit with the flame. There's on the flame part, okay. Then about the ideal fuel, condition for the ideal fuel, okay, condition for the ideal fuel. Yeah, these are the main, okay, main part on the chapter 5. Then after that, on the chapter 11, about the pressure. Let me go first on the chapter. Here you have to know, okay, on the chapter 11 you have to know well about pressure definition, and also the formula to find the pressure, then the unit of pressure, Pascal law, then barometer, okay. These are those things that you have to prepare well. Then the chapter 13, which is on your chemical effects of electric current. Here you have to know mostly about your electricity also, and then the full form of LED, then about all those connections on LED, then about chemical effect of electric current, chemical effects of electric current. You have to read that. Then electrolysis, then electroplating, okay, electrolysis, electroplating. Then now let's move to the chapter 15, which is on light. Here you have to know most about reflections, then the laws of reflections, then about plane mirror, image formed by a plane mirror, about a bit about human eye, then defect of visions like myopia, then hypermetropia, color blindness, right. Then these are the topic related with the question answer, but you have to prepare also all the fill in the blanks, tick the correct mark, okay, tick the correct mark all, then your fill in the blanks, fill in the blank, and also true false, that too for every chapter, okay. This is for all chapter, that means for all the chapter 5, 11, 13, 15, 5, 11, 13, 15, all tick mark, all the fill in the blanks or true false. Be prepared with that. So these are the suggestions for the science. Are you clear? Any doubt on suggestion for the chapter science? Any doubt on this part of science? Comments now. Give a comments. Any doubt on the chapter science? I mean on the chapter related with the subject science. Any doubt? Only 4 chapter 5, 11, 13, 15, and these are main topic I have given you that will surely come for your exams, and also all those tick mark, fill in the blanks and true false. Any doubt on this? Okay, somebody asked about diagram. In the diagrams, you be prepared with flame, especially flame, and on light regarding reflections. Okay, that much about the diagram, flames and the reflections of light. Okay, student, if you understand this, then you please again in the WhatsApp group, if you have any doubt on any of these topics that I give you, you can give your suggestion what you want me to do tomorrow. Okay, and for today I will stop here, and I want you to go and study now. Okay, because you have got very less time. Only a few days for your exams. So if you have got any doubt or anything you want me, then you let me know on the WhatsApp group. You can write on the WhatsApp group if you want me to do anything. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, class. Thank you very much. We'll see tomorrow. Okay, again in the morning time. And if you got if you got anything, you can write in the WhatsApp group. you can post me in the WhatsApp group what you want me to do. Okay, once again, thank you class.